Thought we were done with this? You were wrong. Let me see. Let me give you the events. Himiko's contradiction seemed really simple because she was like, there was only one arrow. So I shot the 3 arrow truth bullet at it. I was like, what is this? This is weak. But she was like, oh, but I only gave him 1. So there's 2 arrows that came from who knows where. Look at this aesthetic. I do like this minigame. It just goes on too long. And the questions are never like thought-provoking. I just got baited. We gotta go. Yes, no. We're gonna die. Oh, we're gonna die. Get out of the way! Whew. Who brought the 2? Oh, here we go. Finally. Something interesting out of this minigame. Who did bring them? Maki, right? A third party? Oh, what? You're not gonna make the call out? It would have been way cooler if the third option was just like a call out.
Could it be that the additional arrows were brought in by a third party?
A third party? So
Monokuma.
Besides Kokichi or Himiko?
That's just a guess, though. There's no way a third party exists.
If a third party did exist, why would they bring 2 arrows?
Kaido was the only one with a crossbow. I made sure I handed it to him.
Kaito said he only needed 1
It
arrow.
was Angie.
Clearly, he didn't want to fight.
Yeah, that's right.
So the other 2 arrows weren't for Kaito. They were for the third party to use themselves.
Oh.
So the third party didn't hand the arrows through the window. Instead, they went into the hangar and shot the crossbow themselves?
Impossible. There was an alarm
Man,
system
Kaito saw
and an
a lot of
electric
people, huh?
barrier around the hangar.
Yeah. That hangar should have been completely closed off, right?
We don't need this. we need it? Is it not the word I think it is? Is that it? Is it not window? What is it? Is this a dumb word? Oh, it might be the bomb. Oh, I see what it wants. Oops. Oh, this is big. Okay. I didn't see this coming. Who would have?
That's it. The exisal. The exisal could be used to enter the hangar. We couldn't get in because of the alarm system and the electric barrier. But that shouldn't have been a problem for any of the exisals, right? So if you wanted to enter the hangar, all you had to do was pilot an exisal.
Like the one in the room with us right now?
I saw an exisal enter the hangar last night.
Which one did you see, Kibo?
So was this the
What color was it? I don't remember. Was it the green one?
By the way, I just want to confirm something.
What if this is our third party?
Would the alarm still go off if there was a person inside an exisal?
Well, I wasn't trying to keep this secret.
It was probably
but
Maki.
since it's about the details of the hangar, I guess I can tell you guys. It makes sense that the alarm system and electric barrier wouldn't react to an exisal. After all, the hangar is where the exisols are supposed to be stored. It'd be a hassle to disable the security every time an exisol comes and goes, you know? So even if someone is inside an exisol, the security system wouldn't catch them. Because it'd be a hassle to leave the exisol every time you have to put it away.
So it's like Shuichi said? A third party got in an exisal and entered the hangar? But can just anyone pilot an exisal?
Well, Kokichi,
It's surprisingly easy. If you use both hands, both feet, and both nipples, you can do it.
Where's Mew?
Nipples too!
Anyway, this third party commandeered an exisal and infiltrated the hangar. That same person must have brought the other two arrows with them.
I told you that's impossible.
I can't believe the dirty humor did not die with her.
There's no way you can get through security if you pilot an exisal. It's not possible.
What? Not possible.
Uh-oh. 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 Maki killed Kaito.
if someone was piloting the exisal, they could have used it to enter the hangar.
That's not possible.
Is operating the exisal really that difficult?
Do we even know how to
What did
get
that
inside
say?
an exisal? Outside the hangar, there were 4 exisals. And they were all moving too.
I was controlling them remotely.
The electro hammers weren't an option. Yesterday, all the hammers were still recharging.
There's no way to stop an exisal. So getting inside one would have been impossible.
You're
Just
right,
loaded.
it's impossible.
If someone was piloting the exisal,
Take the shot.
Wait, not all of the electro hammers were being charged. I know because I found one.
I know. I want to punch you in the nose.
There was a used electro hammer near Monokuma and the Exosols.
That electro hammer used by the third party? Maybe
What if there's a fourth party?
disable an exisol.
Yes, I think so. When I saw them last afternoon, there were 4 Exosols.
What if Desiree is here?
But this morning, there were only 3.
I noticed that too. Was the missing Exisol taken by this third party?
Shuichi is getting warmer. How about you say the answer right now? Who did it? Who is this third party?
It had to be one of us. Oh, it's actually so obvious. She didn't bring it with her. Okay. So now I just want to know the deets. I just want to know what happened. Better have a good explanation.
It's you!
Better have a great explanation.
Maki. You're the third party we're looking for, aren't you?
What? It's Maki?
What are you saying?
Remember what Kokichi said.
I can't believe this is how the homie trio has closure.
The electro hammer needs to be recharged for 24 hours after it runs out of battery. That hammer was used last afternoon, so it couldn't have been used this morning.
Oh, right. When we were all gathered in the dining hall this morning.
A knife!
Maki was the only one without an electro hammer, wasn't she?
Knowing that, the electro hammer I found could only have belonged to Maki. And that leads me to the conclusion that Maki must be the third party. She also knows how to assemble the crossbow and could have returned it to her lab
Okay,
later.
there must be way more to this.
You got a different crossbow than the one Kaito had, right?
Maki took 2 arrows and her own crossbow from her lab, disabled the Exisol with an electro hammer, and infiltrated the hangar. Now we just have to figure out what happened after.
I'll kill you.
I don't want to die.
Why are you doing this? Why are you getting in my way?
Getting in your way? Maki, what do you...
Yes, I'm the third party.
Huh?
What's going on?
I admit to going into the hangar with an exisol, and then shooting the crossbow. I didn't kill anyone. I'm not the culprit!
What's going on?
You're right. I used the electro hammer, and I used the exisol to enter the hangar too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I'm not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
Oh?
The crossbow is not the murder weapon?
The
What do you
poison.
mean?
The arrows left holes in the
Oh
clothes.
no. Did he do...
Think about the locations of the wounds.
Did he do...
They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury. That's why the crossbow can't be the murder weapon.
I'm not even following this anymore.
Therefore, I'm not the culprit.
I have an idea in my head. I'm not ready for another character to do this.
The arrows left holes in the clothes.
Yeah.
Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back.
Give me a sec. I gotta focus on this,
An
and then
arrow
I'll
to
say.
each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury. That's why the crossbow can't be the murder weapon. Therefore, I'm not the culprit.
What are we...
The arrows left holes in the clothes.
Yes.
Think about the locations of the wounds.
Yes.
They were on his arm and back.
Yeah.
An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury.
Arm and back.
The crossbow can't be the murder weapon. Therefore, I'm not the culprit.
Oh, he totally was wearing Kokichi's clothes. This is hard? Question mark?
Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury.
What is it?
The arrows left holes in the clothes.
What else was there? Alright, I guess while I'm paused, I'll say it's his. This quote should make sense to you. Don't worry, Maki, your arrows won't kill me. And then Ave Maria plays. What am I... Were they poisonous arrows?
Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots.
Never mind. Theory out the window. Theory out the window immediately.
It wouldn't matter where the arrow hit if it were poisoned. I noticed something about the poison in my lab during the investigation.
Why would Maki hide this?
There was just a little less in the bottle than before.
Does she want us to die?
If that
What's
poison had
happening?
been applied to those arrows,
What's going on?
they would have been lethal, no matter where they connected.
Maki, do you have a rebuttal?
What's the matter? Why don't you say anything?
Can you imagine Kaito doing that though? Taking the poison. So she wouldn't have to live with that.
Are you really the culprit?
There's no way she is! Cause why would she kill Kaito?
I can't understand if you don't explain anything!
Maki is still fighting.
Huh? Fighting?
Do you remember that Maki said she would do anything to defeat Kokichi? Maki is trying to kill Kokichi in this class trial. She wants to kill the mastermind, a remnant of despair.
Then when Maki said she would sacrifice anything, she meant...
All of us? Or just Kaito? Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, like now intends to. Definitely.
That's it!
It's kind of messed up, dog. That's kind of messed up. That doesn't sound wise.
Sacrifice us?
Then, by hiding the truth, Maki was trying to get us to arrive at the wrong answer. Just to kill Kokichi and the rest of us along with him?
Doesn't that mean that Maki's the culprit?
She did a pretty bad job.
She knew what happened and tried to hide it from us.
But that mischievous plan was ruined, all thanks to Shuichi here. Too bad, Maki. I already predicted this would happen.
There's way more to this.
You knew all along that Maki was the culprit. That's why you've been so calm.
This isn't over.
Hmm?
Maybe we do have the truth now, but this isn't over. We have a choice to make. We don't have to follow where the evidence leads.
Huh?
What does that mean?
What do you mean?
Does this mean you're gonna vote for someone else, even if it's not the truth?
Someone else? You mean vote incorrectly
That's
on
ballsy.
purpose?
That is ballsy.
What did you say?
Kaito told me that only I would be able to grasp what lies beyond the truth. That means finding
That's
the
fire.
truth is not enough. We need to grasp the hope just beyond it. So Maki, please tell us the truth. The truth that only you know.
Let's hear it.
So Kaito said that to you. Then, does that mean you guys made up before he died?
Yeah, when I went to see him yesterday.
I see. Okay, I'll talk about it. Especially since it's my responsibility for involving everyone.
Yes, let's get it. This is about to be
Shuichi,
nuts.
You're so persistent. Were you always like that?
You think so? Maybe Kaito's charisma is starting to rub off on me.
Oh.
That guy could be pretty stubborn.
Then what really happened?
Maki, please tell us.
Please.
And so, Maki began telling the truth. A truth that would leave us all in shock.
Would you be
If you
quiet?
start narrating things, you're ruining the mood.
Well, I guess this turn of events isn't exactly boring either.
Intermission. We need the Kevin sound for the intermission.
Well, now,
Very nice. A classic for sure.
The flashback light became the motive. When Kokichi remembered that he was a remnant of despair, I planned to kill him. I thought that if I killed him, this game, and the battle between hope and despair, would end. I was confident in my talent as an assassin. I knew I would be able to do it.
We've tried to end this killing game before, but...
You were naive.
Huh?
That's what I thought. I knew Kokichi would take advantage of my naivete, simply because it's him.
Is that how you say that word?
Gets me.
Naivete.
That's why. I needed to settle it myself. I took the poison arrows and the crossbow, and broke into the hangar with an exisal. But when I entered the hangar, I saw something I never expected. Kaito and Kokichi were fighting each other. Kokichi was shot in the arm with a crossbow arrow, probably by Kaito when he fought back. Both of them stopped and looked at the exisal, most likely surprised by its sudden appearance. Kokichi immediately took out his remote and attempted to control the exisal I was in. I jumped out of the exisal before he could, and shot Kokichi in the back with an arrow. That should have been enough to stop him, since the arrow was coated with poison.
The Strike 9 poison, correct? But why pick that particular poison? Some of the poisons in my lab were far more lethal.
I wanted Kokichi to confess his true intentions before he died, and find out why he was always lying and trying to confuse us.
What do you mean?
If he was the mastermind, it would have been easier for him to hide in the shadows, right?
Yeah, but like he's also nuts.
He could have made it seem as if the late Junko was secretly behind this killing game. That way,
Yeah,
he
hubris.
could reveal himself as the surprise mastermind to liven up the game. Because of his suspicious actions, anyone would already suspect him as the mastermind. Especially with that message in the courtyard. Kokichi said it was a hint. But was it necessary for him to go out of his way just for a hint?
As a remnant of despair, I imagine he wanted to feel the despair of his plan being thwarted.
I think that if he wanted the thrill, he would have carried out the plan carefully. So when his carefully laid out plan goes to waste, he would be in utter despair.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maki must have wanted to hear it directly from Kokichi himself.
But it was pointless. I was a fool for thinking I could have a serious talk with him.
Talking about remnants of despair? What's that? I don't understand anything you're saying. Anyway, why are you starting a killing game when it should have ended? You already know it's all meaningless. And that I'm the mastermind. You love killing that much?
Shut up, you asshole! I realized it was pointless to continue the conversation, so I shot the final arrow. But then...
Did he take the bullet? Are you kidding? My dude.
What?
No. That's how it happened. Oh.
Kaito protected Kokichi?
Why? Why would Kaito protect Kokichi?
At that moment, my mind went blank. I knew I had to do something about the poison. I rushed to Shuichi's research lab for the antidote.
So you didn't have the antidote with you at the time?
I used strychnine poison to torture Kokichi for info, but I planned to kill him from the start.
That's so mean!
So what, did he take the antidote too?
But that was my first mistake. Because of that,
You what?
I ended up killing Kaito. When I returned with the antidote, the hangar shutter had been closed. I assumed it was Kokichi's doing. But because of that, I couldn't enter the hangar anymore. I needed to give Kaito the antidote somehow, so I went to the bathroom window. Kaito, can you hear me? Quick, drink this antidote! After calling out to him, I chucked the antidote through the bathroom window. Kaito noticed it and grabbed the antidote. But Kokichi stole it from him.
Sorry, but I can't die here. Since I'm the mastermind of this killing game.
Wait! There's only one antidote!
Oh, you don't have to worry about Kaito. He fulfilled his dream, right? He already went to space.
I knew it.
Damn it!
Stop!
Phew, I feel so much better. I guess that's a wrap. Or maybe not. Because now another class trial is going to start.
Last trial?
You'll be the Blackened for this case, you know. The Blackened who killed Kaito.
I killed...
Shut it! Screw the class trials. Like hell am I gonna let you have your way?
Kaito! Why did you protect Kokichi? If you didn't help him, then...
I couldn't help it. Even if it's Kokichi, I can't have you kill anybody.
But you had her kill you. No.
What?
Aw, Kaito wasn't protecting me. He was protecting Maki. The situation just got way worse. Maki is gonna become the Blackened responsible for killing you. All because you protected me!
So don't you worry, Makiro. I'm not gonna die that easily. Just leave it to me. I'll put an end to this killing game.
You're still full of energy. Even like that, you really are not boring. I want to see what a dying Kaito...
Respect from the villain?
So, show me what you've
You
got.
love that.
I won't meddle with your plans.
What are you?
Don't mind me.
I think
Run,
Kaito
Makiro.
killed himself.
Just hurry up and run. Run and live. You gotta live.
Oh.
But I refused to give up. I tried to enter the hangar by breaking the control panel with my knife. In the end, I couldn't.
So that's where the marks on the control panel came from, huh?
After that, I returned to the bathroom window once more, but I didn't see anyone.
Whatever. I have an idea.
The bathroom door was closed. I called out, but neither Kaito
He
nor
killed
Kokichi
himself.
answered.
He did do the hair look.
I couldn't do anything anymore. All I could do was leave. That's when I made up my mind. As the Blackened who killed Kaito, I would kill Kokichi during this class trial, in exchange for all of your lives.
So that's what happened.
Then Kokichi, knowing what he knew, still helped Maki cover up her crime?
Was that why you smushed Kaito in the hydraulic press?
Kaito wanted Maki to be spotless. As his friend, I felt obliged to help him.
How dare you make fun of him! You call yourself a friend? You enjoyed watching us suffer! You fucking asshole!
Whoa.
Ooh, Maki's
Whoa.
so scary. Good thing I'm in this exisal. Pretty sure Maki would have already killed me if I was out there in the flesh. So, what are everyone's plans now? With the truth out in the open, who are you guys gonna vote for? You can vote for me, but if you do, we'll all die together.
I'm gonna
Or
trust
vote
my
for
bro.
Maki and live. Well, choose whichever you want. I don't care either way.
Putting all my trust in my bro.
Why are you so calm? Your life depends on this too.
He wouldn't let us die. Not a single one of
Who
us.
cares? Just choose already. Come on, who are you gonna vote for?
Not even Kokichi.
No, we can't vote yet. We don't have the whole truth. This case isn't over.
Huh?
Thank you for telling us everything, Maki. Thanks to you, I finally understand. There's another hidden truth within your testimony.
Yep.
Hidden truth?
Yes, I'm positive. Because there's something wrong with the testimony you've given us. I was wrong!
That's how it ends. He did it. Big bravado
Is this
moment. Quit.
We can't let it end!
flashback light became
Oh
the
my
knife.
god. We are way back. We have not had interaction in a while. That was big exposition.
Yes, I'm positive. Because there's something wrong with the testimony you've given us.
Actually, what was it though? Kaito protecting Kokichi. Oh, this?
That's it! Maki said she used a knife to try to break the control panel and enter the hangar. But that doesn't make sense, because there's an alarm system on the shutter.
Oh yeah! The alarm should have gone off if someone got close to the shutters.
I was too focused to notice at the time. But now that you mention it, it is odd.
It was deactivated.
Maybe the sensor just
security there isn't that sloppy. If a shady person got near the shutter, the alarm would have gone off without question.
And why didn't the alarm go off?
Like I told you, this isn't over. There's still a hidden truth to find.
I mean, there are 2 bombs unaccounted for. Not just one. 2 whole electro bombs.
I did attempt to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At
Oh,
the
did you
time,
now?
The alarm system didn't go off.
But if you would approach the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Kibo, you fool.
Perhaps it was turned to a special setting?
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel?
I'm not going to tell any more lies. I did it.
Who had them? How did Kaito get a hold of it?
There is a way
Did
to
he?
disable the alarm system. An electro bomb would take it down.
But Maki only had 1 bomb, and she used it during the raid this month.
Then the only other person who could have used one is Kokichi, right?
Huh? Why would I use an electro bomb? I have no reason to shut off the alarm, right? I'd be at a disadvantage if I did that.
I guess so. I can't come up with a reason why Kokichi would want to cut the alarm.
I've got it! Disabling...
What?
Keep Kibo away.
That's it!
Imagine.
It was to deactivate the safety
He's
function
terrified
the
of Kibo.
press.
Deactivate the safety function?
The electro bomb wouldn't have just taken down the alarm system. It also would have disabled the hydraulic press's safety function.
That's true, but why would he do that?
There's only one reason that anyone would want to do that. If I'm right, it means that we've been thinking about this all wrong.
All wrong.
That's it! Kaito's cause of death.
Okay.
What?
But if Kokichi disabled it, doesn't that mean he killed Kaito?
If the electro bomb was used while Maki was trying to deliver the antidote, maybe Kaito didn't die by poison. It could be something else entirely. This is it!
So the twist of this case is that we knew from the
Kaito
beginning.
could have been killed by the press after all.
Oh, well, not the only twist anyway, but...
What? He could have?
If the safety was off, the press could have crushed Kaito while he was still alive.
Right after I threw the antidote, I tried to open the shutter. So, Kaito should have still been alive.
And if he was crushed by the hydraulic press after that, then we have our cause of death.
If that's the case, then mean the one who killed Kaito wasn't Maki.
It would be whoever was operating the hydraulic press. Kokichi.
I see. Very impressive. The hydraulic press could have been the cause of death. But that's just a possibility.
But that's just a theory.
What do you mean?
It's the purple
It's
man.
possible that I killed Kaito with the press, but there's no way
Kokichi.
to know. Kaito's death could have been either the poison arrow or the hydraulic press. Both causes are possible, but you'll never be able to determine it. No matter what.
No matter what? That's not true.
That would be
We
sick.
can probably solve this mystery too. Right, Shuichi?
It is not possible. We're gonna win
I
with
hate to
belief in
admit
our
it, but
friend.
Kokichi is right. We have no way to prove the cause of death.
What did you say?
You can't check the body, and you don't have any conclusive evidence. You can't deduce any more from here on out. There's no way to know what happened.
We're just putting it up to a coin flip. That'd be baller.
Because I was actually involved.
So that's what you were trying to do. You were trying to commit an unsolvable murder.
Again? The other unsolvable murder was way better, I have to say.
Do you finally get it? Yep, that was my plan. The gimmick of this murder case isn't the unknown victim, but rather the unknowable culprit. No one understands but me. Only I know the answer.
That's cheating.
There's no more room for deduction here. Choose the culprit with your own intuition.
Intuition?
Are you troubled? I'm sure robots don't have intuition, right? But there's nothing you can do about it. This is just how the trial goes. So, who is the culprit? Maki or me? The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
Okay, guys. I'm trusting my bro. It was him. It was Kaito.
That's my line! I'm the one who decides when it's voting time!
Oh, come on. No one's gonna figure out the truth. Let's just vote already. This won't be a problem, right, Monokuma? Because you know who the culprit is, don't you? Just like you always do.
Huh? Yes, of course!
Yeah? What kind of a reaction is that?
Oh.
The culprit, you say? Yes, of course I know.
Oh.
Why do you seem so flustered?
Flustered? Me? What are you talking about?
Kokichi playing the long game? Kaito still alive in Cuba?
Monokuma, do you not know who the culprit is either?
Huh? Oh, what do you mean I don't know? What don't I know, huh?
You don't know, do you?
What does this mean? Why doesn't Monokuma know who the culprit is?
Yes, that's it. So that's what Kokichi's real objective was.
Huh?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Kokichi wasn't just trying to commit a murder that we couldn't figure out. He was trying to commit a murder that Monokuma couldn't figure out either.
What's he up to?
A murder Monokuma can figure out?
Is he on our side?
What's the point of that?
No, he's
Kokichi's
not.
the one who's controlling Monokuma.
But consider how many elements of this case would be cleared up. Prior to this case, Monokuma
Are they both
always
villains
knew
with
the
separate
details of
objectives?
his crime, correct? That must mean that he was using some way of monitoring us.
Perhaps there are hidden cameras strategically placed to avoid our detection.
I can't say for certain, but he must be keeping watch somehow. Kokichi probably used the electrobomb to scramble whatever that was. The electrobomb would prevent any cameras from sending video wirelessly.
Which means it wouldn't
Snakes
matter
with
where
human
the surveillance
traits.
cameras were hidden.
I said, what's the point? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
Before we determine that for sure, I want to make one thing clear. If the objective were to create a crime that would stump Monokuma, the exosomes. Yes, the exosomes weren't protecting Monokuma. They were.
Watching him?
That's it.
Well, that's what I said at
They were
first.
watching Monokuma.
Okay.
Watching him?
Okay.
Yes. Remember what Monokuma said earlier in the investigation? If they were protecting him like bodyguards, they wouldn't have been facing him. They would have been scanning the area, watching us. But they weren't. That that implies that they weren't watching us. They were watching him. They were trying to make sure that Monokuma wouldn't go near the crime scene.
That reminds me. Before I stole an exocell, all 4 units were focused on Monokuma. That's why when I stole one to enter the hangar, the other 3 didn't pursue me.
So Monokuma must have been talking about Maki.
Okay, this is starting to live up to Chapter 5 hype. Finally. I knew there had to be more.
Information because it would have linked her to the murder. In which case, it could only be Maki.
Chapter 5 in the second game is the most insane thing.
So, to summarize this discussion, Kokichi used the electro bomb in the hangar and the exosols to watch Monokuma, thereby creating a scenario in which Monokuma has no idea who the culprit is?
Told you there's no point. Kokichi's the one
He's
who's
not.
controlling Monokuma.
No, Kokichi might not be controlling Monokuma at all.
What?
But Kokichi's the mastermind, right? Shouldn't he be controlling Monokuma?
Kokichi might not be the mastermind. Remember that the only reason we think that is because Kokichi told us.
And what is he? The ultimate liar.
Monokuma hasn't said a word about that. It's possible that Kokichi is just lying to us.
No way I lied! I'm definitely controlling Monokuma. The mastermind of the killing game is totally me. The one who pitted humanity's last survivors against each other is... all me, baby.
Right. He's a remnant of despair. How did we forget that?
But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the mastermind.
Well, I guess. But is that really possible?
Yes, it is Sumugi.
Well, Monokuma,
I can't answer that without causing problems, because I gotta run this trial fair and square.
Even more reason to give us the answer. If you don't tell us the truth right now, you'll be an accomplice to Kokichi's lies. Does that sound like a fair game? Would you say this class trial is fair?
Yeah,
The
tell
big
us.
brain coming out.
Is Kokichi the real mastermind or not?
No need to think about it. You're being way too forward.
Aren't you normally the forward one? I mean, I don't mind, because that's probably part of your strategy,
Oh ho ho,
too.
I like this. I like this a lot.
But in the interest of fairness, I suppose
I like this a
it's
ton.
time to tell the truth. Unlike the lies you love so much, the truth should be impartial to everyone.
The ultimate liar.
and what is that truth?
I'm not being controlled by Kokichi, because he's not the mastermind.
Is that really true?
Kokichi was just messing with you. I never once said he was the mastermind.
Then it was all Kokichi's lie?
Yeah, that is what that would mean. With the key from the last motive, he was the first to learn the truth of the outside world. Based on his deductions, he fabricated a lie to make you all think he was the mastermind.
I see. Kokichi's own deductions.
His deductions got a lot of details right, though. Pretty impressive, honestly.
But what about the exosols? If Kokichi wasn't the mastermind, how'd he control them so easily?
He just used Mew's remote control, right?
Oh. Interesting.
Kokichi was using was made by Mew?
Oh, you didn't know?
What a power player. Has anyone been this powerful after dying?
Mew not only invented
Well,
the electro bomb and the electro
I
hammer,
can think of one, I guess.
she also made a remote control that can hijack any electronic device. Kokichi just slapped a receiver on each of the exosoles and took them for a spin.
Hey, isn't it a bit unfair to tell them all that?
Fairness has nothing to do with it. I offered up that info purely out of spite.
Spite.
Spite towards you for trying to usurp the mastermind's role and take over the game.
Well, whatever. It's way more interesting to defeat an enemy who plays dirty anyway.
What's going on? It seems like they're actually fighting.
There's no doubt about it. Kokichi isn't the mastermind.
So he's on our side in a weird kind of way.
The whole time?
What were you trying to accomplish by pretending to be
He's
the
still
mastermind,
chaotic. He's still
Kokichi?
probably evil.
Now you're gonna be all quiet? This is so frustrating.
But if he's not the mastermind, who is?
Why are you so certain there's even a mastermind to begin with?
What do you mean?
Why, that's on a need-to-know basis, and you
What if
don't need
Monokuma's
to
just
know.
sentient now?
But I wanna know.
Anyway, this conversation has flown off the rails. Let's get things back on track.
This is chapter 5.
This class trial is to figure out who the culprit is, not the mastermind. So, yeah, get to talking.
I agree. Before we worry about who the mastermind is or what my intent is, let's figure out the culprit!
But Monokuma doesn't know who it is. How is he supposed to confirm the results?
We don't need to worry about that. Let's just leave the decision-making to Monokuma.
Oh, Kokichi put him on the spot too, because he can't kill us all if he doesn't know what the right answer is.
You gotta run the class trial too, so no mistakes, okay?
What a
Trying to get
powerful
me to do
character.
something?
You've been watching us solve all these cases, but you can't
He's
be a
out
spectator.
Monokumaing Monokuma.
You're gonna participate in the class trial from here on out.
What?
So, let's resume this class trial. Monokuma, you gotta use your brain too. This will be the final class trial. Me versus Monokuma.
What?
You versus Monokuma?
When I play a game, I intend to win.
The Ultimate Gamer?
But what's considered winning in this game? Beating the other players? No. Beating the game's mastermind. True.
He's on our side.
And that's how I'll win! That's why I decided to challenge Monokuma! If I can deceive Monokuma till the very end, then I'll be the winner!
Dragging us around like this? Just so you can win a game?
As I suspected, your thought process defies all logic.
But since the outside world is in total ruin, this game is the only entertainment we have. At least I can enjoy this game to the fullest and feel good winning.
You really are a remnant of despair. Your way of thinking is just chaotic.
Wow, someone actually said it. We've been saying. What was the chaos counter for this playthrough?
Whatevs. Let's just get this started.
Does he not know? Well, he didn't hit the
If the
light. He didn't
students
take
of
a hit.
Monokuma don't know who the culprit is, then I'm the winner.
Don't underestimate me, or Shuichi and the others for that matter.
Kaede.
It's just like a remnant of despair to try to assume control of the game. But these kids are all that's left of Hope's Peak Academy. If you think they're gonna make this easy for you, you better think again.
Why is he talking like Kokichi's not one of the students?
Whose side are you taking here?
Side? Isn't it obvious? Monokuma joins your party.
Oh. What a moment. What the culmination of 3 games. And a spin-off. And an anime.
Now, let's join forces and unravel the truth behind this case.
Well, we were going to do it anyway.
Let's just ignore Monokuma. His actions are always beyond comprehension.
Yeah! Let's just focus on the case!
Be
Yes.
quiet so we can ignore you.
Now, where should we start? We've already established what Kokichi is after.
He's just gonna keep talking anyway, isn't he?
In my experience, whenever you learn a new fact,
He's a veteran.
you learn something else along with it.
Yes, let's look for that.
You warmed up to him real fast. I guess you are both robots.
Kibo's the mastermind. Could it be that? This is just the Strike 9 though, isn't it? We need evidence of what I don't know about.
Damn it!
What? The file? What needs to be analyzed again? Could be a lot of things, huh? Or could it?
This is it!
Who took the video? Who
Let's
did it?
discuss the video of Kaito being crushed by the hydraulic press.
It could be doctored?
Kokichi said that he filmed that video to prove he was not the victim. But we know that Kokichi was trying to mislead Monokuma. So what about the video?
Because now he could have just been lying.
It's pretty strange to present evidence that condemns you after all.
Is Kaito the mastermind?
What kind of mistake was Kokichi trying to get me to make?
Maybe he crushed Kaito with a hydraulic press, so the cause of death would be unknown?
But if that were the only objective, there would be no need to film it. Discovering the crushed body would have been enough. No need to show us the film.
That's true.
Huh.
I guess we're starting to fit in after all. You get any cuter, I'm gonna hug you.
Huh? Really?
There must be a reason you went out of your way to show us the body being crushed.
No reason, really. That's just my twisted personality.
Kaito's still alive. Even after victim. Okay, okay. Okay.
I see now.
Is our boy alive? Somehow? Did Kokichi...
The victim.
Huh?
Kokichi... Is Kokichi dead?
If you show the
I don't know
moment
what's
of
happening
Kaito's
anymore.
death, of course it would lead us to believe he died. Even if we can't positively identify the body, we would still believe Kaito was the victim. That might be exactly the mistake Kokichi was going for.
Does that mean the victims were switched?
Switched? Then it was some other dead body that got crushed by the hydraulic press?
Where would we even get another body?
There should be plenty to choose from if you reuse the body of a former victim.
If there was an unknown body, then we could guess the victim was switched. But too bad. Switching the victims was impossible. The footage showed the body being crushed. When in the footage would they have been able to switch the victim? And we already established that the footage was not doctored in any way. The camera doesn't have any editing functions. Just play, record, and pause. Monokuma also said that no computer was used to edit the footage. Remember?
What? What are you guys talking about?
Damn it! Me and my big mouth!
Which means switching out the victim would not be possible. Also, if the victim was switched, then that would mean Kaito is still alive. We already discussed this so many times. The chance of that happening is impossible.
It might be possible.
Huh?
There could be a trick to make the switch possible. We just haven't noticed
Kibo
it yet.
dipped like
Oh,
in half a
and
second.
What trick is that? See, you don't know, do you? I already said it's impossible.
Maki's not wrong. There is a way it could be done. So we can't just give up here.
Hey, Shuichi. I'll think harder about this as well. So, can you confirm whether or not the victims switch places? If Kaito is alive or not? I don't like the thought that I killed Kaito. I don't want that.
Okay then, let's talk about the possibility that Makiro mentioned.
Kimiko, if you call her that again...
No, she can do that.
Yes, please.
Get out of here, Samudi.
Oh,
You did it.
then let's all talk it over together.
You did it. Together. Big brain moment.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Jeez, you guys are a
We gotta
stubborn
make the
bunch.
brain massive
No
right now.
trick.
Galaxy size.
Probably another lie.
Reality
However,
size.
if the victims were switched, then that would mean the footage was altered. How could it have been altered when we know that the footage wasn't edited?
If we could figure that out, maybe we'd know how they switched places.
I knew there was a trick to that video the whole time. Okichi made it, so it's 100% suspicious.
Did he just hit the pause button?
There must be some trick to that video.
Well, let's see. Let's go over it, huh? Up, down, and safety. Where's the camera? How do I look at the deets on the camera?
That's what you all gotta figure out.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video too. When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
Yeah.
Could it be that the video was shot at another location?
No.
Any other bright ideas? Come on, everybody, speak up!
There must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure.
There is no trick.
I agree. Kibo is onto something. Isn't it weird that the hydraulic press stopped for a second? Because when Kibo and I first investigated that hydraulic press,
Kibo would know.
Yes, that's right. The hydraulic press kept lowering itself without stopping.
but in the video,
Swoops.
The hydraulic press stopped briefly, right before it crushed the body? But why would it stop?
Where is he? Are you kidding? Come on, I hate this minigame. This is easily the worst minigame. What were they thinking? Oh, we're doomed. Oh, this is the safety? Uh-oh. No, I screwed up. It's over. I mean, I did that once and I died.
I see it.
I must have taken way too long or something.
The only way to stop the hydraulic press is the force stop button.
An electro bomb went off in the hangar, which would have interfered with the safety function. There'd be no way to stop the hydraulic press unless someone used the force stop button.
When you say someone, you mean Kokichi, right? He was the only one there.
Actually, maybe I pressed it by accident. I don't really remember. So whatever.
What a guy.
The press only stopped for like a sec. You can't switch the victim in such a short time, can you?
That's true. There's also the question of how the bodies got switched while the camera was rolling. That would have clearly been caught on camera.
Oh, I see.
Huh?
If you stop something else at the same time,
Are you guys serious? You didn't consider the pause button? You're joking. That was not on it. Whoa. Whoa.
I see
The
it.
camera.
the culprit stopped the video camera at the same time as the hydraulic press. Then, while the camera was off, they switched the body under the hydraulic press. After the body was swapped,
Who got the
the
squishy?
press and the camera were started simultaneously, so it just looks like the press stopped for a moment.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
When did you ever say that?
So they stopped at the same time. The camera position did seem odd to me. But now I get it. The trick wouldn't work unless it was set up there.
Huh? Why?
To get the trick we just described to work, the camera had to be set up precisely.
Above. What? It was up somewhere.
Oh no!
I mean, the angle was like above the bathroom, kind of. What's this? Up here? Oh, I'm a
no.
doofus. He pressed the button at the same time. Duh. Where is it? I can't see it. There it is.
There!
Oh, I thought the room was way smaller than it was.
The video camera must have been set up somewhere around here. To operate the press and the camera at the same time, you would have to be near the switch.
That's why the video was taken from that unnatural angle. If they were recording it like normal, they would have used a better angle.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Thought it was just for
And
show.
if it was recorded at such an odd angle, then that proves the trick was used.
Camera ink, huh? Looks like your cosplay experience is finally useful.
Wow.
Well, cosplay doesn't really come up all that much in class trials.
There was a reason the camera was set up there, but also a reason for the height.
So we could hide him.
When the
Could be
press
anyone
was
now.
stopped, you couldn't really see who was inside it, correct?
That could be Kokichi's sleeve.
That was intentional. The body is mostly hidden by the press, making the swap easier.
The camera must have been placed at such a high position so it would produce that angle.
How are you gonna tell me that that sleeve didn't budge?
I wonder if they used that tripod in the hanger to adjust the camera's height.
Did they get that from the warehouse too? Jeez, that place is like a 4D pocket.
You don't get to make that reference.
Then, that logic is correct, right? Kokichi used that video angle trick and switched the victim in the hydraulic press. In that case, Kaito is...
It's one of the most questionable things.
Or he was crushed by the press. He was swapped with a different body. So Kaito's still alive!
Well, wait just a minute.
He could still be dead.
What? But I just summed it up so nicely.
Himiko, the different body you mentioned, what are you talking about?
The bodies from the other cases. Kokichi's the mastermind, so he... Wait, the mastermind?
Yeah, Kokichi isn't the mastermind, so I don't think he'd be able to produce a body to switch out.
What?
Well, Monokuma, do the rules allow for a body to be reused?
Very well, I'll answer that.
You're giving in pretty easily.
Well, it's crucial information to make the trial fair. This discussion is pointless if it's not clear what the culprit was allowed to do, right?
Who's in that robot?
You're a convenient mastermind.
Open the hatch.
But I guess that makes defeating you worth my time.
Now then, regarding the reuse of a dead body. That is impossible! All the dead bodies have already been thrown away.
Thrown away?
The other bodies are... gone? Then who did Kaito switch places with?
Is Kaito in the robot pretending to be Kokichi?
What's wrong, Shuichi? Who did Kaito switch places with?
Maki, I think I missed something very important here.
Something important?